Hey, welcome to Midnight Tales. This is a space for quiet stories, the kind that find you when the world finally goes still. Here we talk about love, loss, and the memories that never really leave, so take a breath and listen. This one's about first love, the kind that never really ends. I met him when I was 16. Lucas. He sat 2 rows behind me in English class, quiet but impossible to ignore. There was something about him, like he existed halfway between here and somewhere else. For months, we never talked. Just looks, small smiles, that quiet tension that builds when you read too young to understand why someone makes your heart race. The first time we spoke, it was raining, real rain, heavy and cold. I was hiding behind the gym, trying to stay dry. He walked up beside me, drenched, like he didn't care. He said, "You always get caught in the rain, don't you?" I laughed and said, "It's not my fault the weather hates me." He smiled a little and said, "Maybe it just wants to slow you down." That was it. That was the start. After that, we started walking home together. We didn't talk much. The silence felt easy, like we both understood something we didn't need to say. Lucas loved music. Old tapes full of static and scratches. He said that was proof the moment was real. Sometimes he'd sit in my room, rewinding one song over and over, telling me, "Listen, you can hear the breath between words." That's where the truth lives. He carried a small recorder everywhere. He'd capture everything: the rain, passing cars, even my voice when I wasn't paying attention. I told him he was weird. He just smiled. One night, he came over with that recorder and said, "I made you something." It was a mixtape, labeled in his messy handwriting, "For when it rains. Play it when you miss me," he said. I laughed. "You're right here," but he didn't laugh. He just said, "Yeah, just in case." A few weeks later, he started to change. Quieter, distant. When I asked what was wrong, he said, "You ever feel like you're not supposed to be here?" I thought it was just teenage stuff. Then he stopped showing up. Days passed, then a week. His mom called, asking if I'd seen him. 3 days later, they found his car by the old bridge. Engine off, door unlocked. No sign of him. The police said he ran away, but Lucas wasn't running from something. He was chasing something. I never found out what. Everyone moved on. The school cleaned his locker like he never existed. But I couldn't stop thinking about him or that mixtape. Every night I'd listen to it in the dark. The song sounded strange, almost broken. But between 2 tracks, I heard something, my voice. From that day in the rain, my laugh, his words, he'd recorded me. He'd been listening, always, and that's where I'll stop for now. Because what I found next in that mixtape changed everything I thought I knew about him, and maybe about love itself. Thank you for listening to Midnight Tales. If this story found you, please consider subscribing for part 2. Until next time.